the last video, I started cutting down some ash trees that are infected and dying due to the emerald ash borer. I'm going to continue with that today, working the Ford 1700 tractor and the Stihl MS 261C chainsaw. We got to buck up that ash that I had dropped and then probably drop one, maybe two more today. And of course, I got to get all of this wood up out of the woods to where I'm going to be processing it into firewood. I knew these clamp-on pallet forks would come in handy aside from lifting the timbers for the barn, but I didn't realize how handy. I actually have this entire tree loaded on the tractor between the carryall on the back and the forks and loader on the front. Let's haul this up. In terms of priority for cutting the next tree, the next most dead one is a toss-up between this one here and one over there. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. See if I can shoot it straight down this pathway. The tractor's way down there, and this is my access path or road for the tractor. So I'm going to try and lay this right down on the middle of that road. exactly what I wanted. It's about 4 feet to the right of where I was hoping. Looking at what I did at the stump, I could see what I did wrong in terms of the notch and then the back cut being a little high and then not quite coming in even. The other thing is I didn't get that notch aimed where I should have. The tree fell basically where I aimed it. I just didn't aim it where I should have aimed it. Again, live and learn with every tree you drop. This will just be a little bit harder for bucking up because it's wedged between those two trees. I'll have to cut either side, and on the other side I'll have to be real careful because it'll drop. But I'll start working on that now. So we're free of the crotch between the two trees here on the ground. We're still hung up over in here. I think what I'm going to try to do is take 1, 2, maybe 3 more 4-footers out of this end, see what happens, and then when things start to look sketchy, I'll get the tractor and I'll just hook the chain on, pull this back, clear these 4-footers out of here. Well, there it is. Now the top of that ash tree is on the ground, ready to get cut up. If you're working in woods in a rough area like I am right now, the tractor is really essential. It makes a huge difference being able to get right to a tree and then being able to pull it where you want it to go, especially if you get in a situation like I just did where it was hung up. So I'm gonna wrap this video here. I gotta finish cutting this up and then get these pieces up to where I'm gonna process them.